Hello, I'm Jane of Loopy's Place and I'm coming to you from the studio here in Sheffield. You may remember a little while ago that we were talking about wadding, and I was saying how I was going to be trying out some different waddings to try be a bit more eco-friendly in the choices that I make. Now, when it's a business, it's quite a balancing act to get the quality that you want for your customers and balancing that out with the responsibility that we all have to look after the resources that we have. So I've always been a 100% cotton sort of person, and I wanted to keep on with that natural fibres because of the benefits that they have in regulating your body temperature, and it just goes with the way that I have done things over the years. So went from cotton. I've tried the soy. Yes, I'll use that. And the problem that I have with the soy wadding is that I can't get it in the width that I need. So quite often it's not wide enough for the quilts that I make, and I don't want to have to keep piecing for every quilt that I do, especially if they're like a double or bigger size. So I'm trying out this time some cotton bamboo mix. So I've just opened the packet, so compare it with the three that I've got. So I've still got a piece of cotton, I've got some of this soy, and then I've got the bamboo cotton mix that I have opened. So let's have a look. Okay, so I'm about to quilt a memory quilt, and I had some of the soy wadding left, which is this one, but the piece that's left on the roll isn't long enough, so I'm having to open up the bamboo. So you can see the soy's got quite a bit of stretch in it that way. It's more firm that way. One side is definitely more needle punch than the other, so you've got this side is firmer than this side. One of the things that I did notice with using the soy wadding is that as you're quilting, it does puff up, which you don't get with the cotton until you've washed it. But it was beginning to puff up in the stitches, which was quite nice. It was unusual, but it did help to give you some idea. Now, I thought it was just me and the roll that I've got. There's some slight discolorations on it, but was reading a review that somebody else did, and that seems to be part of the nature of the soy, is that you get these variations in colour. Unless you're using pale see-through fabric, this isn't going to be a problem. So that is one that I will continue to use, but as I said, it's no good for me for my bigger quilts. So this is the cotton. On both sides you can tell that there's a difference, but it's a lot closer weave knit sort of fabric than the soy. You can feel that it's a lot looser, the soy, than the cotton. But that's been my go-to for the years. So this is the bamboo. It's a cotton bamboo mix. It has more of the feel of the soy wadding. You can see on this side is a lot furrier, should I say. You've got that feel that you had on one of the sides of the wadding. One side, as you can see, is a lot brighter than the other. There are some coloured variations in here, and just like the old cotton that we used to get, you can see some of the natural fibres, these spots here. In a normal quilt, that's not going to be a problem. You can feel that this is the smoother side. You've got a more raised side here, brushed side. So just have to watch that when you're laying out your quilt, that you're not going to get that pilling. It's quite loose that way and tight that way. It feels just slightly thicker than the 100% cotton. It doesn't have a nice feel, and I've used bamboo before in other crafts like with knitting, so I'm hoping that we'll have the same sort of nice drape as well. But we'll come to that once I've finished doing this quilt. So I'm going to cut this to size. I'm going to be doing some straight line quilting, and I'm also going to do some free motion quilting, so it'll give me a good workout to be able to come back and see. And once I've washed the quilt, we can come back and see the effect that it's had. Now obviously, because of the nature of the clothes that I'm using, I'm not going to get a lot of drape in this quilt, but this is certainly not going to hinder it. So once I've got my quilt done, I will come back and feedback my findings. That'll be interesting to find out actually if you're using something different. I don't know, as quilters we tend to get our favourites that we're using. So are you making changes to be a bit more environmentally friendly? If so, which wadding have you chosen to use and how do you find it? What would you recommend? Really love to get your thoughts on that. I do have a list of different ones that I want to try, but we're going to be doing that over the rest of the year, coming months, only sort of buying it when I need it. Look forward to hearing your thoughts, and I'll be back very soon with some more hints and tips. Do make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and if you hit the bell below, it will make sure that you'll get notifications when new videos are uploaded. Look forward to speaking to you soon, but in the meantime, take care. Bye for now.